Hi, guys. This is Mark Kimler from the state of Michigan. I have been with Hi, guys. This is Mark Kimler. I'm going to be speaking on PhoneScript this evening. I feel humbled to have the opportunity to share with you. This is a topic that I know many people do different. So hopefully you can just take a couple nuggets out of what I'm going to say right here and maybe apply it to what you're already doing, or maybe view it a little bit different than you have previously. Anyways, I am in Michigan. I am in the FFL Midwest group. I actually share an office here with Conrad Pulowski and Charles Hine, and we definitely have a good time over here. I know many people are over on the West Coast, but we are over here on the East Coast, so to speak. Anyways, getting on with PhoneScript right here, I have a lot of notes that I have jotted down right here, and hopefully I can keep focused. Quite often I find myself being that guy that just, jumps aside and says squirrel and looking all around. So let's move forward. The first thing that I would have to say whenever you talk about PhoneScript is mindset. I've, over the years, learned a lot of good nuggets from Jamie Afemia, who is probably one of the best that I know in regards to getting on the phone and setting an appointment. But some of the things that I think of when I dial is, first off and most important, you are there to help people. That's why we do what we do. This is much more than just money, in my view, and I know many people feel the same way. I have been a firefighter for 26 years. I will be, I'm actually on a leave of absence right now since the death of one of my sons last year, and I will not be going back to there. I'm just writing out the leave of absence, and then I will be leaving. But having said that, I, most of my life, have enjoyed helping people. Not only have I been a firefighter, but I also have worked in the ER of a hospital, and I enjoy helping people. I'm active in my church. I'm active in my community, and that's one of the things that we do is we help people for the unexpected events in life. So second off, they need your help. You need to have the mindset and realize they need your help. They don't have the answers. They don't know what they're doing. I sat with a gentleman a couple weeks ago, and we were talking about some annuity money that he had. We were talking about life insurance, and we went to annuities, and he said, the average person doesn't know about this. I just put money into an account, and I assumed that they were doing the best for me, and they really weren't. So these people, they need your help, and you are supposed to be the expert. You're supposed to be the knowledgeable one. The other thing when you're thinking about mindset is don't take things personal. I know that was one of the biggest hurdle that I had to get over is I took rejection and I took their comments as a personal attack on me. Quite often, maybe you just caught them at a bad time. Maybe the husband and wife just got in an argument. You happen to call, and they're a little bit upset. Maybe they just heard that somebody passed away. Maybe they heard that their kid got hurt. I mean, there's so many things that happen throughout the day to us that they're not making a personal attack on you. You just need to realize that and not take it personal. So there's three things that I want to go over in regards to the type of leads, and then I want to go over the objections that I am familiar with and how I respond to them. Again, don't try to be me, be yourself. Just use some of these comments right here maybe to fine-tune what you're already doing, and hopefully it'll help you. The three biggest that we use is mortgage leads, final expense mailer leads, and then Facebook leads. So those are the three that I'm going to be talking about today. The first one is mortgage leads, and I will just basically go over my script with you, how when I call them, I handle it. And it's pretty easy because they sent in this form. The form clearly says on it what it is. There's nothing that says anything about free. There's nothing at all. So, again, going back to mindset there, being prepared for them when they answer the phone, knowing that they sent a request in saying, help me, and we are supposed to be there to help them. So generally what I do is I would just, and I will use Bob. I'll just use the name Bob. Hopefully there's a Bob out there listening, and you can just act like I'm talking to you. But basically it goes just like this, and I'm not even looking at a script, because when you do it enough, it just needs to be you. And, you know, we don't want to sound like telemarketers. We don't want to sound like, you know, if we sway off of the script at all because of what they say or something happens in our life, that we're just dumbfounded because we don't know where to go. So basically I'll say, hey, Bob. Hey, Bob, this is Mark with Family First Life. I'm getting back with you about the request that you sent into our office. You know, the one that would protect your mortgage for death, disability, or critical illness if something happened to you. Yeah, anyways, I am the underwriter that received that request, and my job is very easy. It's to schedule a time that I can come out there, sit down with you, figure out which of the different options you qualify for, and try to figure out exactly what you're trying to accomplish. And it generally takes about 10, 15 minutes. So they have me dispatched out in your area the next couple of days. It looks like tomorrow I have a morning and a late afternoon available. Are you still working, or are you retired? Okay, if you're still working, then I'll say, well, okay, so what time do you normally get home at? Okay, you normally get home at 5 o'clock? Well, listen, I have a 6:30 available tomorrow. Is there any reason that you and your wife wouldn't be home at 6:30 to meet up for about 10 or 15 minutes? Okay. And if it is somebody that's already retired, then I'll want to use my appointments during the morning and afternoon to go there. So if they say, no, I'm retired, I'll say, oh, good, well, I have a 10 o'clock and a 2 o'clock available tomorrow. Which is best for you, for me to meet up with you and your wife for about 10 or 15 minutes? And then I just will book them in regards to that. Now, once I have booked it, I'll generally make sure that I mention the time and the day at least 3 times. I've learned that years ago, and it's because you're trying to have them visualize it. And there's other things that you can do to have people visualize things, such as asking them, and I'll always do this. I'll say, hey, Bob, by the way, you know, I plug in your address in my GPS. Sometimes it gets me lost. Sometimes it gets me, you know, a ways away from your house. Your address right there, is it easily visible? I mean, is it like on your house, or is it on your garage, or is it on your mailbox, or is it on one of those green reflective signs, you know, that you get from the fire department? Okay, so you have it on your house. And if I am going late at night and it's dark, I might even say, Bob, can you do me a favor? I'm going to be getting at your house at like 7 o'clock, and I know it normally gets dark earlier than that. Could you do me a favor and just turn your light on so that I could easily see that? It gets a little difficult when I'm driving at night to be able to see some of the addresses. So that's pretty much how I book a final expense. Again, I'm going to go into the objections here momentarily, but really it's not that difficult. All you're doing is you are looking at a form that they filled out and sent back to you, and you are trying to set an appointment up in the next couple days to go ahead and take care of their request. Final expense mailers, pretty much the same thing. Hey, Bob, this is Mark with Family First Life. I'm getting back with you about the form that you had submitted. You know, the one that said that it was affordable life insurance that would help you pay off your funeral expense and any debt that you have when something happens. Yeah, I am the agent that got assigned to get you that information. They have me dispatched out in your area tomorrow. Looks like I have a 10 and looks like I have a 12:30 available right now. Are you an early riser or late riser? Okay, you are a early riser. Good. Well, let me put you down for the 10 o'clock. Do me a favor, give me a little wiggle room either way in regards to that with the way construction is and traffic is and everything. Be looking for me between 10 and 10:30, but don't be surprised if you know, I'm a little bit early, a little bit later than that. It's very difficult for me to, you know, pin it down to an exact time for you. Does that sound like a plan there, Bob? Okay, Bob, I need you to just jot down my name. Again, my name is Mark. I will be driving a gray Escape. That way when you look out the window, you can see that it's me. And I will have the request that you submitted to us in hand along with my state ID, so you'll know that I'm the real deal there. And my job is very easy. All I need to do is go over the different plans and figure out which one fits your need and your budget the best, and then we can go ahead and take care of the application process and get you taken care of while I'm there. So, again, my name is Mark. I'll be arriving to your house between 10 and 10:30 tomorrow, and be looking for a gray Escape. All right? You have a great day. I kind of feel like I'm fumbling and stumbling here a little bit because it's a lot easier when you're actually on the phone with somebody because you're interacting with them, and there's so many different ways they interact back with you. So just bear with me as I am doing this. Now, Facebook's pretty much the same thing. I mean, you'll notice all of them, I go back to the same thing. What am I getting back to? I'm getting back to figuring out a time that I can sit with them and meet up with them and get them the information that they requested. So Facebook is pretty much the same. Hey, Bob, this is Mark getting back with you about the request that you had submitted on Facebook, you know, the one to get that information about the final expense coverage. You said that your favorite color was purple, or your favorite hobby's baseball, or whatever's on that lead, and there's a lot of different ones and a lot of different comments, but remind them with that, because that should stir their memory right there. Your favorite vacation is Hawaii. Whatever the case is, you only, and in all of these, you only have a little bit of time to get their attention and bring them back to them filling it out or them submitting the request. So again, hey, Bob, this is Mark, Family First Life, getting back with you about the request you submitted on Facebook. You had said that your favorite vacation was going to be going to the Detroit Zoo. Anyways, I am the agent that got assigned to get you that information. They have me out in your area tomorrow. Looks like I'm going to be in that area tomorrow afternoon. Is there any reason that you and your wife wouldn't wouldn't be around, and actually right there I wouldn't say that. A mailer might show the wife's name, but I would just say, is there any reason you wouldn't be around at 2 o'clock? If he said, no, I'll be around. Now, are you married? Do you have a wife? Would she be around also at 2 o'clock? Yeah, because I need to make sure that I sit with both of you so that we can get you the information to make sure that both of you are covered. And then just go right into kind of the same thing, always remembering to find out where their address is, always have them write it down, especially with final expense. Make sure that they put your name down, put it on the refrigerator, put it on the calendar. I can't tell you how important that is because it'll knock your no-shows down quite a bit. And trust me, even with doing that, you wind up getting a lot of no-shows. Don't know what it is. Seems like in Michigan when the weather's good, no-shows are just left and right. So anything that you can do to enforce that, and by saying, is there any reason that you and your wife wouldn't be home tomorrow at 2 o'clock when I show up? Okay, listen, Bob, I have a lot of appointments tomorrow, so make sure that you let your wife know that I'll be showing up between 2 and 2:30 so that you guys both are there. I understand that, sometimes important things come up, but it sounds like you guys will definitely be there tomorrow, and I just want to make sure I don't miss you and I can get you this information. So whatever you can do to stress that. So time's getting away from me, so I'm going to jump right into the objections. What is this? Well, this is a request that you had submitted into our company. I am the one that got assigned to get you this information. I don't remember. I don't remember what I ate yesterday for lunch either, but I'll have the request in hand. I'll show it to you, and then we can go ahead and move on. Send me in the mail. I wish that I could send you in the mail, but I probably have to send a UPS truck full of information right now because I don't even know what you qualify for. And that's what my job is as a field underwriter, is to come in and figure out exactly what you qualify for and get you matched up with the company that will give you the best rate that you qualify for. Give me a quote over the phone. I wish I could do that. That would make both of our jobs a lot easier. But they make me come on out there because I have to verify that you are not 900 pounds in a wheelchair on oxygen. That generally makes them laugh a little bit, loosens up. But honestly, that is the truth. We need to put our eyes on them and make sure that they're not 900 pounds in a wheelchair on oxygen. One of these days, I'm actually going to run into that person. I actually have ran into a couple people that were pretty close to that, but too busy. I'm busy myself, man. They have me running all over the place. But listen, Bob, this is only going to take 10, 15 minutes. I know it's important to you. Otherwise, you wouldn't have filled out the request. Otherwise, you wouldn't have submitted the request. So let's just, obviously you've probably thought about this for a long time. Takes 10, 15 minutes. I mean, less than a TV program takes you. I can run by there, get you all the information, and we can get this taken care of once and for all. I've already got it taken care of. Okay, well, just out of curiosity then, you had submitted this request. What were you looking for when you submitted the request? Maybe they just recently got it. Well, did you could use this one if they say I've already filled out one. Well, were you looking then at making sure that you had the best rate out there? You could use things like, did you get the one that gives you all your money back at the end if you outlive the policy? I mean, there's so many different ways, and because of time, I'm not going to go into all of them. Take me off your list. Yeah, Bob, you know what? I really don't have a list, to be honest with you. The only reason I'm calling you is because you sent a request in, and I'm required to reach back out to you, figure out what you were looking for, and get you this information. So I'm assuming that you want to get this taken care of so that you don't continue to get calls. So let's just do this. I'll swing by tomorrow. I'll get you the information. That way I can go ahead and mark your file, let them know that I did reach out to you, get you that information that you requested, and then hopefully you won't continue to get calls. At least you won't get them from us unless you fill out any more forms. I have it through work. Yeah, Bob, a lot of people do have insurance through work, but less than 5% of work policies pay out. Normally it's because you retire, you leave the job, they pull it back because of needing to save money. And one of the biggest reasons people don't have their work insurance payout is because that's for active employees. If you were to become disabled, be off of work, let's say you had a serious thing happen to you, and then you wound up dying a month or two down the road, that's not going to pay out because you are not an active employee. So I'm assuming that you want to make sure that you're protecting your family with some real insurance, some insurance that is going to pay out no matter what happens to you, that they will get a check. We decided not to get it. Again, go back to the fact of I'm not really sure why you filled out this form, but I do have this information I can just swing by and get you. And if you at a later time decide that you do want to get it, then we can move forward on that. And hanging up on you, that seems to be a big one too. I generally just call back. If they do answer, I'll say, man, Bob, not sure what happened. It must be my phone. You have bad reception or something. Anyways, and I just continue on. If they don't, a lot of times I'll call back a couple of times, and I might even leave a message and say, yeah, this is Mark giving you a call back. I'm kind of confused why you hung up. Maybe you thought I was a telemarketer. I'm actually the agent that got assigned to get you this information. They have me out in the area tomorrow, so I do have appointments booked all day. I'll try to swing by your place throughout the day and hopefully be able to catch you at home and get you this information. If you have a specific time that you want to meet me, you can feel free to give me a call back at 734-320-7127. Otherwise, I look forward to meeting up with you tomorrow. So those are the basic objections. I think I'm about out of time, so hopefully you guys can get something out of my ranting right here. And I just want to remind everyone that following this week with Golden State's coming up next on YouTube, you don't want to miss it. And look forward to everybody being up on stage next year. Talk to you later.